Hello, everyone. My name is Chris Chesar, and I am with the infamous Cindy Branson. We are here today, hopefully, as it looks like Cindy is frozen on my screen. But anyway, we're going to talk about why 95% of newbies in affiliate marketing fail, and we'll do a little presentation for you as soon as I find a way to get Cindy Branson back. So she seems to be frozen. And not sure what's going on there. So let me double check, make sure we are streaming, and I'm not the one that's frozen, and I'm not the one that can hear her or not hear her. Let's see what's happening here. And just bring it up on my phone. Yeah, she's frozen. Not me. Okay, guys, I'm going to do the presentation. Cindy Branson, for some reason, is all frozen up. She's been having a lot of internet issues going on. So I will go ahead and do the presentation. Let's get to it. All right. So why 95% of newbie affiliate marketers fail? Let's get to it. The number one thing is failure to provide outstanding value. Let me read through this and then I'll give you some examples. Many new affiliates fail to create unique, valuable content, leading to a lack of audience engagement and differentiation from competitors. Always have a hard time with that word. So what that means is if you're just using, an ebook that everybody else uses to give away, to collect names and stuff, you're basically not going to, you're just not going to stand out. You need to give away really super good value. Looks like Cindy Branson is back.
Yeah, so that was just horrible timing for that to happen. Sorry about that, Chris Chesar.
No worries. Let me make sure you have admin permissions. Yes, you do. So yeah, Cindy, we're talking about fair to provide outstanding value. So you really got to come up, um, and Russell Brunson's really great at this. He's a fantastic marketer. So many marketers out there. You just have to stack value. You have to give if you want to be successful and get people on an email list, and that's pretty much where this is all about. You need to create some sort of engagement, whether it's organic engagement on social media, but inevitably you want to collect people on some sort of list. Your prospects need to be on a list. And the way to get them there is to offer extreme value. So I'm going to rip through this. And if Cindy wants to chime in, she can just start chiming in. Number two, lack of product knowledge. Now, I've pretty much done every single one of these. So, and sometimes I still do. So don't be afraid, because, even though I've been doing this since I've been full time in freelance digital marketing, affiliate marketing since 2020 and like April 1st, actually, 2020. Lack of product knowledge. Affiliates often promote products without a thorough understanding of the product, failing to provide the unique insights that attract and retain their customers as well. And that could mean a lot of things. Did you want to delve into this at all, Cindy Branson?
Yeah, I mean, this is a big one for sure. They just don't think it's important enough um to know enough of the details and that will come through in your like, know, and trust factors because you're not going to be able to have passion for something that you are just providing superficial product information about. Visitors aren't going to come to your blog and read things that they already can easily find somewhere else. It comes back to that value and being able to add something more information that's reliable, honest, authentic, all those keywords that you'll hear over and over again when it comes to affiliate marketing. It's just important having a relationship. Uh, I know I'm delving off into a different area
Yeah.
here, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'll stop
It's
there.
important to know about your product.
Yeah, you want to, in best case scenario, you if you use a product, you're getting to know a product. If you're into health supplements and things like that, you definitely want to have more knowledge about what you're selling if you can. Try to get a sample, test it out yourself. The best thing to do is sell something that you use yourself because you're going to have a lot more passion, especially if that product really works well for you. So that's kind of the idea. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go buy a bunch of stuff and figure out what you want to sell and test every single thing. This is just one of the many reasons why newbies fail. They just throw spaghetti up against the wall and hope something sticks, not even knowing what they're selling. They just say, "Hey, here's a link. This looks good. I might make some money." You might catch a couple sales, but you're not going to sustain any type of income, a steady income along the way. All right, so let's jump into it here. I think I could just hit my arrow keys. All right, number 3, underestimating the power of relationships. Now, you guys know Cindy Branson and myself. We talk a lot about this on our YouTube channels. Don't forget to subscribe to our channels, by the way. And know, like, and trust is the hugest thing that you can have. And we can go over that in a little bit more detail. But a successful affiliate marketer involves building strong, trust-based relationships with the audience, not just selling products. Now, this is really just, I can't speak for this enough because when I really went head first, full time into this, man, I was just throwing links out there and just, I had nobody knew me from nothing. And I'm just kind of demanding that they buy something from me. And it's a newbie mistake. And we all go through it. And I'm sure Cindy Branson has been through it herself. And it's just something, yeah, this takes time. It does take time, and you'll get there. And we'll go over that in the next few slides. But the know, like, and trust is huge. Think about yourself. If I've used this example before. You're walking down the street, and some stranger just walks up and says, "Oh my gosh, you got to try this. I just lost 5 pounds from this supplement. You got to check it out." And you're going to be like, "Who are you? Get away from me." You might even call the cops. But if it was a friend or somebody you work with and you have a good relationship and they came up to you and said, "Hey, Chris, I just lost 5 pounds using this supplement and it only took like 2 weeks and I'm burning fat. I feel great. I got a ton of energy." Because you know that person. Hopefully you like that person. If you don't like them, you're not going to listen to them. But most likely, like, and trust that person. You may have more of an open mind to checking out what that product is to use for yourself. Anything on that, Cindy, or are you good?
Yeah, I mean, strong relationships are important. People need to trust whoever it is, and as an affiliate marketer, you never ever want to think just because you're not that person that's going to provide support for the product, you're still the salesperson, and you're bridging the customer to that product, and that is an important element. Is definitely the like, know, and trust, like you went into, Chris.
So here's a good clip. With a good relationship to your visitors, they don't come to follow your link for buying something to be off and gone forever. So with a good relationship to your visitors, they don't come to follow your link or click on your link to buy something. Never mind. This is horrible.
Like what?
I don't even understand what this is saying. I had written down this. I can't even read my own notes here. But basically, if people don't know you, they might click on your link. They may not. They click on it. They're like, whatever. But if they know you and they like you and they trust you, they're going to rely on the information that you give them, and they're more apt to be interested to come back to learn more about something that you're talking about or other things that you introduce to them and their world. All right. I got through that. That was awkward. All right. Number 4, focusing on selling rather than helping. So that's kind of in reverse. So basically, shifting from a sales centric to a help centric approach can lead to better engagement and trust with your audience. And this still falls under the know, like, and trust that we talk about. If you're just you got to shift away from a sales. And that's kind of what I was just talking about. If you're out there just selling, 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 you're going to catch some sales. Yes, you will make some money and you're going to get excited about it. And you'll probably go out and spend more money on traffic or advertising because you're getting a handful of sales, but it's not going to add up in the long run. You're going to wind up losing. You need to change your approach to be helpful, solve problems. And when you introduce a problem that connects with people, and you're going to have an audience. So introduce a problem like, are you tired of your belly fat or something like that? And that way you're connecting with that audience who feel like they're fat in the belly. And when you connect with them, now they're interested. How are you going to help them? And that's where your product comes in, wherever you're selling. Did that make sense?
It did, Chris. I mean, basically, you're helping people. It's something money can't buy, and that's building trust, providing value in the content and the information or the tips that you're giving.
Yep. All right, let's move on. Number 5, facing too much competition. Choosing a highly competitive niche without a targeted audience can hinder your success. I mean, I kind of feel like this is self-explanatory, but you really need, you can't just pick a specific niche, like say you're selling something for cats and you're marketing to everybody and you're not doing any research, you're not focusing on what audience is seeing your advertising or your marketing, and you're just kind of throwing it out there again. And the dog person is not going to be interested in cat sweaters or cat collars. And or people who don't even like pets, don't like cats. You're just kind of wasting your time. And, you got to look at the statistics, and you got to try to, if you're going to niche down to a specific product, you got to make sure that your product and your marketing is focused toward that particular, we call them avatars. Did you have any notes on that, Cindy?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's easy to want to have the big lake to fish out of. But it's more common that you're going to pull more fish out of the small pond. If you're the big
Yeah.
fish in a small pond, I think I said that metaphor wrong. But basically, it is very competitive. The bigger, broader range your niche is, the more competitive it's going to be. Whereas if you really niche down and even micro niche down, then you'll find your tribe, because there are people out there looking for literally everything. Anything you can sell, you can find people that will solve a problem for. And that's the art of affiliate marketing, is connecting with the target audience and finding them. But they are out there, and it's easier, I think, in the long run to find your your audience for a micro niche than it is for a big, giant, broad uh, program or
Yes.
niche. Sorry, niche.
Yep. All right. Number 6, starting with multiple niches. Remember, this is why 95% of newbie affiliate marketers fail, because newbies are spreading themselves too thin across multiple niches, and that can result in a lack of focus and failure. So it's what we all do. Branson's been there. I've been there. Pretty much everybody I know has been there. You start chasing that shiny object syndrome. That's what it's called. And you're chasing that shiny object and you're saying, ooh, this looks good. Ooh, I see people are making money with this. Let me go sell that. So you could be selling a weight loss product. You could be selling cat collars, and you could be selling website platforms to build sales funnels. You're all over the place. And any type of audience that you have is just going to be say, no, this is just too much. This person, I just feel like people are just this person's just throwing stuff at me, and hoping that I would have an interest in something that they're selling. It's not going to connect with anybody. It is. I've been there, done that. If you're doing paid advertising, it gets very expensive. It's very difficult to control the emails that are coming in. If you do start to get people to opt into your opt-in forms and your bridge pages and things like that, all of a sudden you have lists all over the place. Oh yeah, this list is for people who want to lose belly fat. This list is for people who love cats, and it's just you're gonna get overwhelmed, and it gets very frustrating, and you're gonna want to quit. So I've been there many times. All right, number 7, choosing improper affiliate products. So basically what this means is you're promoting low value products or those that don't align with your audience's interests, and that can result in obviously low commissions, which and poor sales. So we always talk about what's the best thing to sell. The best thing to sell is any type of program that is like a passive income where you're getting money every single month or every single year when somebody renews. That's the best thing. Passive income is gold. It's what everybody's looking for. Um, the other thing is it's a lot. People get scared of selling something at a high ticket. So if you're selling something for $1,000 or $5,000, you might think, wow, it's going to take me forever to sell any of those. Well, I'll tell you what, you sell one of those, it's a heck of a lot easier to sell one $1,000 product than it is to sell what $110 products, right, Branson?
It can be, absolutely.
Yeah. So, think about these low value products that you're selling. These one-offs, it's $5, $10, $17. You see a lot of that stuff on Warrior Plus. You got to be careful with that. If it's a way for you to grow your email list, that's another thing because you'll introduce a low value product in the beginning and you get them on your email list, and then you can warm them up, get them to buy little things, and then you can introduce higher ticket items as well. So that's another way to do it, but it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of organization to do that. Basically, you need a business plan. What am I going if I'm going to sell a low value product, which is okay. I'm not saying it's 100% wrong, but what you can do with that is get people on your list, and you're not just going out there and selling a $5,000 product and assuming that they're going to sign up on your list. No, they're probably not because they don't know you. If they don't know you, how can they like you, and how can they trust you? So, um, number 7 is kind of it is and it isn't. But you just have if you're just going out there and selling $5 products, you'll have to sell thousands of them every single month, and that's very difficult to do. If you're selling, I'm just trying to recap here and get my head straight. If you're selling those low value products, have a plan where you can ease them in to higher value products because they're on your email list. Hopefully that made sense.
It did, Chris. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing, it's not wrong, and there's definitely a place for affiliate marketing with low priced items, but yes, the amount of traffic and the conversions and everything, most of every guru will tell you that it's easier to sell a higher ticket item. Not, it doesn't mean it has to be $1,000, but something that's higher ticket than a $5 item, even up to $25, it's just easier to sell that to a fifth of the people. I know. I don't think I have my head on straight either, Chris. I feel like I'm talking in circles tonight. I always don't say I always sound like that.
Yeah, it just basically one of the hardest things to do in this business of affiliate marketing or freelance digital marketing is traffic. It's the hardest thing. You can pretty much sell anything that you want to sell. You can sell anything, but you got to have traffic. You got to have traffic to sell anything. It's the hardest thing. The more low ticket, low value products that you're out there selling, and if that's how you feel like you're going to make your living, you're going to need thousands and thousands of hits every single day You're just going to need so much traffic to try to make a living doing affiliate marketing. And it can be really frustrating. But like I said, if you have a plan, bring those people in and then ease them into buying higher ticket things. Because once they buy something little, guys, they're a buyer and they're trusting you if you're selling something with value. All right, let's move it along. Number 8, falling for fake training and programs. Forgot the S on there. Many beginners get trapped in scams that promise quick riches without substantial content or value. I don't know. I've been there, done that. I don't know if you have, Cindy Branson.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah. So, back in the day, I'm a little older than you, but I know you remember them. Those infomercials at night. They suck you in, and you buy
Mm-hmm.
stuff. I remember I bought something. I forget the guy's name. Way back, probably in the '80s, and something about real estate, how you can make money flipping properties. And I bought his whole course. It was like at the time was a lot of money, 500 or 600 bucks or something like that. I mean, it was just so dumb. It was horrible. Um, but yeah, we've all been there. You have to shake that off. That's a part of doing business. Sometimes you make a mistake, but you always got to be careful. Yeah, marketers are going to get you in. They're going to get you on a list. They're going to make something sound so great you can't pass it up. That's what marketing's all about. That's what you need to do as well. But we're basically trying to tell you is be careful with those courses. And to be honest with you, you can find so much now on YouTube, and a lot of people that I see who I have paid courses for, in their courses where the videos are, they're just their YouTube videos from their channel. It's like, wait a minute. I mean, so sometimes it's worth paying a certain amount of money knowing that it's organized and I wouldn't have to try to go piece out how to do something altogether. It's worth a few $100 to me. But when you start getting to that $997 to $1,500 or $1,997 courses, yeah, you got to think it through. You got to be careful. Maybe even go to the group and ask some questions before you make that emotional or spontaneous buy. Because I found myself, I buy more things late at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm really tired and maybe I'm frustrated because the day didn't go well. I didn't make enough money today. And then I see this course and I'm like, wow, it's only $70 or it's only, say, $20. And then you got to know you're going to go through 20 upsells by the time you're done. And then it's like, wow, it's only $20 more. Oh, well, it's only $40 more. And that's how it all starts working. And then you wind up with a bunch of crap, a bunch of nothing that you probably already knew how to do. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I would definitely say is to know that there is no magic button, no matter how much the program costs. Affiliate marketing is not hard. There's great training out there, and like Chris said, some programs, people have that content out there for free. But when it comes in an organized manner where you can take that training efficiently and learn it step by step in the proper order, that's worth paying for sometimes. So, just be diligent though, and do some research if you're going to really spend some money on a certain groover that you may find or like. Um, Definitely, because you got to work with that. You got to work with that and relate with that person. Even if you're not, one on one with them, you still need to relate with them to keep watching hours and hours and hours and listening to their videos over and over again. But there is no magic button, is how it started, and I'll end that just to remind yourself of that.
Yeah, and I always say, like Cindy Branson mentions, there is no magic button, but then you could argue that and say there is a magic button, and that's you. And the magic button is how you are going to approach your business. And you have all these cliches out there. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, you're gonna make a living off this. So treat everything like a business. Like Cindy says, there's no that quick switch. Yeah, if I buy this program, I'm going to start making tens of thousands of dollars a month. Maybe you'll be the one out of a million. It's like winning a lottery ticket. But in most cases, you're going to fail. Number 9, neglecting to test and tweak. Failing to continuously to optimize and improve marketing strategies can stall your growth and success. Now, what does that actually mean, Cindy Branson? That's kind of like split testing. It's if you're doing paid advertising, you can, um, do instead of just putting one ad up there, split test your ads into 10 different versions of your ad and see what works. And it may be the same content on your ad, but it might be a different image on each ad, or maybe some videos on the ad. Then that's testing and tweaking to where you find which ad works best. You can do the same with if you're doing things organically, which means free, meaning if you're posting certain things in groups, or if you have your own page or your Instagram reels, and you're just kind of testing to see what works. And it takes time to test. Usually on a website or a sales funnel or email marketing, minimum is you want at least 100 clicks to go through your website or sales funnel before you kind of get a good feel. If you can wait until it's 500, you make a little tweak. Maybe, okay, people aren't clicking on this button. Let me change one thing on my sales funnel, just one thing. Don't go change 10 things, because then you'll never know what the problem was. Change one thing. Change the call to action on your button. Maybe change the headline the next time after the next 100 go through. See, play around and test, and that takes a lot of time. People get paid a lot of money to do marketing, and that's why, because they're testing. They call it split testing too, where if somebody clicks on a link, it sends them to sales page number 1 or A, and then the next person clicks, it'll show them a different sales page. And that's a way mastering split testing can really help you out as well.
Yeah, I think the most important thing that you mentioned there, Chris, to remind a beginner affiliate marketer is when you're testing, when you're tweaking and testing, split testing, it really does need to only be one thing. Test just two different headlines, but leave everything else the same, or test just a tone of the way your call to action button is, or the color of your, or the placement of your
Yeah.
call to action, your affiliate link. So you're only going to pick one thing each time. Otherwise, yeah, it's an impossible mission to figure out what actually got you the result you wanted, because you changed too many things.
Exactly. And if you want to look at emails, if people, one of the big complaints is people aren't opening my emails. Well, the first thing, it's probably, if they're not opening your emails, a couple of things could be happening. You could be going into spam. That's number 1. Number 2, you can be going into a promotionals folder. But the main thing is if you're not going into spam, it's most likely your subject line. It's boring. It sucks. It's not, you always, and we'll do more training on these things. We're just breaking down in general type of thing. So over the next few weeks, we'll dive into emails. We'll dive into subject lines. We'll dive into call to action buttons and things like that. But for now, we're just doing a broad overview. So going back to emails, if somebody's not opening an email, it's definitely, most likely, 99% it's going to be your subject line. You want to have a curiosity based subject line to make somebody have to click on it. Not clickbait. Make sure it's and make sure we're clear on the term. Clickbait is um, saying something that has nothing to do with the content in the email, or same thing with a video. You see, and I'm sure we've all been there on YouTube. We click on a video because we saw the title or the thumbnail, and then it's like, wait a minute, this got nothing to do with why I clicked on this. And I gotta be honest with you, that annoys people, and they're going to not look at your videos anymore, and they're not going to open your emails if you do clickbait. So you can find ways of, and there's so many different things out there, and even with ChatGPT now, you can come up with some really good curiosity-based subject lines for any topic. All right, moving on. All right.
Moving on to 10 there, Chris.
Distraction and procrastination. Cindy Branson and myself know a lot about
Oh,
this.
yeah. Shiny
Lack of
bubble
focus.
syndrome.
Yeah, lack of focus and prioritization can significantly delay progress and success in affiliate marketing. Basically, with anything in life, we are afforded so many distractions now in this technology based world with our smartphones, with our iPads or tablets, whatever you want to call them, with all the different streaming services. We could, I always say Netflix and Amazon Prime, but oh my gosh, there's so many different things. Pluto TV now, a free streaming service. There's just so many different ways to go and waste your life away, on mindless things. And if you're doing those things, that's procrastination. I'll do this in an hour after this show, or I'll do this after I do this. Just get your work done, set a schedule. And if you're working from home and you quit your job or you lost your job and you want to work from home, it's one of the hardest things to transition to because you have no one's around. The kids are in school, or in my case, I'm by myself with my dog, and there's no accountability when you're like that. It's very difficult. And so one of the things my dad uh, told me, when he's a fine artist, and when he retired early from his main job, he was such a good artist. He could make enough money, selling his art. And he just says you got to treat it like you're going to work every day. You get up at the same time that you had your job, and you just treat it like a job. Eat your breakfast, get a shower, whatever your normal routine is to go for your job. If you treat it like that, have a to-do list and get those. An achievable to-do list is huge. Right, Cindy Branson?
It absolutely is,
Yeah.
Chris, without a doubt.
Yeah, you don't want to have, oh, I got to do 500 things, and you start crossing them off. You got 3 done, and then you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to put it aside. So I can't do all this. Have obtainable things, because when you cross things off a list, you feel good. And maybe you finish early. Maybe you're done at 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 5 o'clock, and then you can go goof off and stream a movie or whatever you want to do, play video games. All right, I've exhausted that.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's also important, Chris. I mean, having that routine is important, but sometimes, yeah, being at home is full of distractions. You walk past the kitchen, you think I should do those dishes, or I got to do that laundry. I love me to take the dog out, all that good stuff. But the thing about distractions is they can be good if you plan them. So some people will use the Pomodoro method where you work 20 minutes or 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Other people prefer, have a 1.5 or 2 hour run and then take a 15-minute break. But as long like plan it, and there's so many smart devices in your capacity. I'm sure, even if it's just a cell phone, use that alarm to keep yourself on schedule.
Yeah,
I mean, it's good for your brain and your concentration to take a break, and come back to something and pick it back up. So that's what I'll say about distractions.
excellent. All right. I switched screens. I had to step away for a second. All right. Number 11, lack of persistence. Giving up too early due to setbacks. Oh, man, this is so me.
Oh, yeah.
Giving up too early due to setbacks or lack of immediate success can prevent achieving long-term goals. Man, I got to tell you, this is me to the T. Left, right, up, down, everywhere, all around. So if I start anything, And if I don't have some sort of immediate success, I lose interest so fast. I want to quit. It, I don't
I
know.
do. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cindy. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No, I do too. It's hard to keep that drive and persistence when, we live our entire lives. I mean, at least the last 30 years, we expect instant gratification for anything we do. Push a button, something's supposed to happen. We shouldn't have to wait for anything, and that's not the way it works in any business, let alone online business. You have to nurture it and grow it. The results will come. Don't give up too soon. Just, be persistent.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of ways to think of it too. It's, it takes time. If you play sports and you dream about being a major league baseball player, like I did when I was a kid, I worked hard. I worked hard to get to that point. I practiced every day. I mean, you got to think of things in life. If you met a girlfriend or a boyfriend or your husband or your wife, whoever, or your partner, doesn't matter. It takes time. You just don't walk. I mean, not many people just walk into a place, see someone and say, yeah, she's good for me. I love her. Hey, we're getting married. Let's go. It doesn't work like that. It takes time. And for some reason, with affiliate marketing, we do something, we make a bunch of posts. For the first 5 days, we make our short videos, our reels. Nobody watches them for a week. We say, this ain't working. See ya. We just quit. So you have to treat it like a relationship, and you have to nurture the relationship. All right. Oops. I got to switch screens again. Number 12, impatience. And this is pretty much what we're talking about here. Unrealistic expectations and lack of patience can lead to frustration and quitting before seeing the fruits of your labor. And, I go through this like we were just talking about, and it takes time, and have the patience, have a plan, and how do you say that? Like keep a schedule, keep a ritual, and do things. If you say you're going to put a video up, like we're trying to do a live video on Cindy Branson's YouTube channel and my YouTube channel at the same time every Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays now. And I think what did we start about a month ago, maybe longer?
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
No, I've been doing this before you though.
It doesn't. Yeah, no, maybe it's been that long, Chris. That's how much fun it is. It's
It's
flown
not
by.
always fun. It's not always fun, but you get the idea. And it's if you keep it, if you keep that schedule, like for affiliate FastPass users. So I was doing a live, and I stopped about the same time as I started doing this, because I wanted to test this out. I thought, man, I don't want to do 2 live videos. I got to do a live on Friday afternoon for my affiliate FastPass group, and then do another live at night. And then you're putting too much pressure on yourself. All you're doing is spending a bunch of time to research or come up with ideas, and you don't want to do that. 3 times a week for us doing lives is a lot. Having 2 of us, it's helpful. I mean, if I had to do this by myself every single time, it would become where I would lose patience with it, and I wouldn't want to do it, and I would want to quit. I'd say, heck, only 10 people are watching anyway. Why should I continue this? You have to be realistic about what you can do and what to expect from what you do. But as you grow an audience, as people get to know, like, and trust you, and if you give value, people will come to you. And when people come to you or start watching you, they're going to buy from you. And you got to just look in the mirror and look at your own life and see, who am I buying things from? You're buying things from brands that you know. So kind of like the Coke and Pepsi type of debate. Which brand do you identify with? Which one do you like? And you're going to continue to buy that. You're just not going to buy cola. You're going to buy a particular cola you enjoy, a brand that you like. And you have to consider yourself as a brand when this is all said and done. All right.
Definitely. Yeah, true. Very true, Chris. I mean, going back to just when you say patience for me and making sure you have enough patience in the beginning because you'll get flooded with so many different people that say, "Oh, all you have to do is this. This is what I make every day and this is what I do." But you got to remember they didn't start where they are today. Anybody who shows you a system and says implement this, it's what I do, that you still have to make it your own, to really make it as efficient and results driven as you can. You can't copy somebody else and still be authentic. So keep that in mind, and just yeah, have that patience because you know gurus who say they can make $1 million in a month started out just like we did, by getting excited because you had a $10 week, and that turned
Absolutely.
into $100 week, which turned, and it does grow. It will grow, but it's not overnight.
Absolutely. So, in summary, most people fail in affiliate marketing due to personal behaviors and mindsets rather than flaws in the business model itself. So, affiliate marketing can be very lucrative, but it depends on you. So, success is achievable through avoiding, of course, scams, continuous learning. You got to always learn, always, always, always learn, persistence, and maintaining a positive mindset. And I would say some other things, and maybe you want to add to this list, but being organized. I mean, you got to be organized and treat this like a business.
Yeah, without a doubt, Chris. And I mean, there's no doubt, organization's going to play a role. I know that was one of the things for me because I was an office manager, I was administrative assistant, and when you're in an office and you have files and papers and things, there's a it was a transition to try to organize online, and I still struggle with it sometimes, especially like photos, even for my own personal photos, because I probably take 1,000 pictures a week, and then they just sit there, and when it comes down to organizing them, just whether and that could be media for my business if you're I know I went personal here, Chris, but organization can be key. It can help you keep that routine, that we talked about earlier, which will keep you more efficient, which will keep you more engaged, which will keep you on track to get results quicker, without a doubt. One of the other things I would say is, you know, disclose your affiliate relationships. Be transparent with your audience about your affiliate partnerships because that's going to lead into the like, know, and trust as well. Is that, they're not going to get to that page and then they're going to find out it's an affiliate, and then that might kind of leave a bad taste in their mouth per se, as opposed to just be proud of what you're doing and be proud that there's nothing wrong with this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with creating an online business where you're an affiliate selling other people's products. It's basically the concept of every single brick and mortar store out there. You're the middleman. You're connecting the customer with the product.
Yep.
You're just doing it online.
Yeah, I think Cindy Branson brings up a great point here that if you think about Amazon, they're the biggest affiliate marketer out there.
Mm-hmm.
All they're doing is selling everybody else's stuff. I mean, most of their stuff is everybody else's stuff. It's the same thing. They just have they have it all packaged in one website. Walmart, your supermarket, like Cindy Branson mentions, they're all affiliate marketers, and that's why a lot of people are calling affiliate marketing, because some people are embarrassed by that. Oh, you're an affiliate marketing. Um, they're calling themselves freelance digital marketers now, and it's just a little bit more fancy. Oh, what is that? Well, basically, I sell other people's courses, or I sell other people's products. That's what I do. So same thing as a drop shipper, same thing as anything out there. It's all the same. You're the middle person. Can't say middleman anymore. You're the middle person. Um, so gotta be politically correct, Cindy Branson. And yeah, that's pretty much what this is all about. So, any more thoughts or comments before I do a breakdown of what's coming next?
No, I mean, I think my one of my bigger takeaways is definitely never neglect your audience. Always prioritize giving them that value, rather than being focused on your earnings. Uh, you know,
Yeah,
it's very, very important to be focused on your audience, building that like, know, and trust.
that's right. So, one of the things that I've learned throughout my ventures here with freelance digital marketing is that um, selling things that I should have, especially when it's more expensive, selling things that I would use myself or I would sell to my own mother. So when you sell things you don't know what they are and you rip somebody off or that your prospect or your customer feels ripped off, they're never going to buy anything from you ever again. So sometimes it's better to take the time, take the due diligence to research a particular product. Maybe you can't afford to test it, which in a lot of cases that happens to me. But I have in the past, when I first started, amped some things up because I wanted to make money, not because of the quality of the product. And that was wrong. And that was a newbie mistake because it hurt my reputation. And all those people would never buy from me again. Now, anything I sell, I either use it myself or I trust the person who created it. They have a good track record of creating good products and things like that. Sure, do I slip up here or there? Of course, we all do because we chase that big number. But you got to remember the damage that you could do is not worth that quick paycheck that you get at the end of that week. It's just going to hurt you down the road. So it's not sustainable, is my point. That make sense?
It does, Chris, without a doubt. That's good advice.
Yeah. Yep. So, and that's, you live and learn. It's kind of the way it is. And you work hard and you learn by your mistakes. They're all like anything in life, guys. It's like growing up. You're a newbie. So you're young and I mean, you could be in your 60s, you could be in your 70s when you first get started, and that's great. But you're young in the spirit of being an affiliate marketer, and you're going to get excited and you make a sale and you're going to continue to sell something that maybe you shouldn't be selling. So have faith and have trust in yourself and have faith and trust in what you're selling. You're going to sell a lot at that point, and you're going to grow an audience too. Anything else there?
No, if you follow the best practices, you stay committed, knowing, that this is a journey, keep providing value, you're going to find success. Navigating the world of affiliate marketing, keep your eyes open and ask questions. Always ask questions. There are true, honest, and authentic people out there. And I mean, of course, Chris and I are included. We're always open to having people come ask us questions, and we will always give you an honest
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah, I've had that with selling some stuff. People, and I want to make a sale, and they're hungry to make a sale, or I'm hungry to make a sale, and they're hungry to buy. But then when I ask them and we have a conversation, and I could do that on Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp or through emails or even a Zoom call, and then it comes down to they tell me what they want to do with the product, and it's just like honestly what you want to do, this particular product can't help you. And you have to give up that sale. But I'm going to tell you what, they're going to appreciate that honesty from you. And then when you have something that you offer something that would work for them, they're going to buy from you because they do trust you. So that was a great point, Cindy Branson.
Thanks, Chris
Looks like
Chesar.
we have the Jerome had chimed in.
Yeah, I
And,
don't have powers, so I couldn't do any of the comments
oh,
tonight.
I thought you do. I should have given
It
you flowers.
Well, because I jumped out. You gave them to me, and then I got dropped, and I had to come
Gotcha.
back in. Yeah.
So if you don't know it, Cindy Branson won the Builderall, which is an all-in-one digital marketing platform. She won their Dream Builder Award for the month of February and won a nice $5,000 prize. And
Yeah.
for Builderall to help her with marketing her business. So very excited about that. So
Yeah,
congratulations, Cindy
I am
Branson.
very excited. Go to the next level is the whole theme behind this Dream Builder award, and I can't wait to get to that next level now.
Yeah, so it's not a hard thing to do. If you're with Builderall, you have to have a paid Builderall account to enter the contest. You could reach out to us if you wanted to do that, and we'll give you a link and uh, to the instructions on how to do that. Or just, I think it's in your, if you're a Builderall user, it should be in your hub there, right? In the little hub section to
Oh
learn
yeah,
about the contest.
it's definitely in the hub, yeah.
Yeah.
Or go
Uh,
to the anywhere on the university. I believe it's being advertised and mentioned, and of course on the YouTube channel too.
yeah, and you probably get a couple emails a week about it
Yeah, if
too.
you're on if you're on their mailing list, you're definitely getting emails about
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty easy to enter, and Cindy's video was really good. Um, wasn't anything professional, right, Cindy? It was just kind of like you leaning up against something.
Uh, yeah, I was leaning on my deck rail and outside and on filmed it on a cell phone. So it
Yeah,
was nothing too special. I just tried to be authentic and told my true story and my goals that aren't exuberant, but that I would like to reach, a certain level. And you know, you told them about my road that I've had, my journey, my setbacks and my successes, and so now I am looking forward to the next success, the next realm of being able to utilize some um, really paid traffic, something I haven't really done
yeah,
hardly any of in my 3 years of affiliate marketing. I've relied on organic traffic, so this is some a big deal for me.
absolutely. So, congratulations again, Cindy Branson. Well done, and it's well done for one reason: that you took action.
Yeah.
That's it. And that's what this is all about. If you don't take action, you're not going to get anywhere in life. And that goes for anything in your life. Even some of the things that we talked about today, just in your personal life, you got to take action. You got to do. If you sit there and you're a couch potato and you're streaming movies and TV shows all day and playing video games or whatever, taking naps all day long, sitting on the couch, been there, done that, man, it makes you tired. It makes you lazy and it makes you not want to do anything. You got to get up. You got to get, if you don't want to grab a shower, throw some cold water on your face and get to work. Take action, guys. Great things will happen. With that said, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Cindy Branson and myself will be doing videos on affiliate marketing, freelance digital marketing, building sales funnels, all kinds of stuff. But Monday, which would be what, first, second, third, fourth?
Yes.
March 4th, 2024, we'll be talking about emails and the best practices of emails and that little PS in the bottom of your email called a postscript, how important that is. And I've been doing a lot of research on this. I got to start doing it, but we're going to do a nice presentation for you on how to create the perfect email to your prospects or to your email list. So we'll do that on March 4th, 2024, and look forward to a lot of really super cool stuff. So don't forget to like this video because it really helps us out wherever you're watching, and subscribe to our channels to get a plethora of new and fresh researched information to pass along. Man, that was kind of a boring close. We'll have to deal with that. It's Friday night. All right, guys. With that said, I'm going to eat. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thanks so much, Cindy Branson, and thank everyone for watching. See you next time, guys.
Thank you, Chris Chesar.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.